Yep, here's another video. I think I haven't done a video in months. I don't know exactly what I will say in this video, but at least I'm doing a video. I normally do videos outdoors, but I'm doing it indoors on today. This is gonna be on YouTube. Apparently, I've grown some good little bit of hair since I did a real long video. I was doing videos on Instagram.com backslash Andre Levine. It really didn't do much for me. I just post things that I eat and artwork that I've done. I haven't done much artwork lately because I've been into fitness. Specifically, I've been into cycling. I think that I need to improve on my cardiovascular exercises, seeing as all before I was doing bodyweight training, but I wasn't doing anything outside of a little yoga stretches, or I did yoga and then went to yoga stretches because that yogis pose that got me real hard to the point that I would be off balance doing it, and I didn't want to keep on focusing on the fact that I couldn't do a basically upside down squat into a handstand. Now, since I stopped doing it, and I do different exercises, I can do a handstand into a cartwheel, or I can do a cartwheel both sides, or I can do as many cartwheels as I want to do. I have no urge to do backflips, honestly. I leave that to the backflip cheerleading guy or girl that likes doing stuff like that. But in regards to art, I've done a good deal of artwork. From last year to this year, I've done art pieces or little pieces of artwork. I debated whether or not I was going to retire from doing artwork because of the lack of feeling about how my artwork is being conveyed into a public audience. I guess you say it like that. I'm more creative in my mind than I am on paper. I mean, I used to start out doing things like drawing on pieces of paper ever since I was in high school. Then that morphed over a couple of years to me just doing artwork on canvas and different items like a box or just anything that I came upon with acrylic paint. Mostly I did some watercolor. I I've dabbled in a lot of different things over the years, like gardening, fitness. My fitness really didn't improve until I became a vegetarian. And to be specific on that vegetarianism that I actually do, I am a ovo lacto vegetarian, meaning that I eat a bunch of vegetables and fruits, but I also eat eggs. Somehow I can't live without eggs. I've tried to do it before, so I went from doing hard boiled eggs to grilling my eggs, and now I'm pretty much grilling it, or I just boil it every so often. Eggs is hard to come by because the prices of eggs is going up pretty high. And seeing as I knew farmers that did eggs and their chickens aren't hatching any eggs lately, I have to hold back on buying eggs because if you go into a place called Walmart, I'm pretty sure everybody has. There is something that I like to call high-priced eggs that actually costs in the range of $12 or more, even though it used to be $8 and some change a couple of years ago. And that's for the 5 dozen eggs. That gives you an idea of how many eggs I used to consume. So, in order to lower cholesterol, I'm pretty much going to end up just cutting back on eggs to the point that I'm not just at 2 eggs, I'm eating like 1 egg a day with some starch and more vegetables than anything. I consume a lot of water. I'm not going to go into particular about every type of exercise that I do, but I do a bit. And like I said before, my cardiovascular exercise wasn't all that great. I get winded doing just little things. And to me, little things are probably not little things to anybody else because I've done a lot. I've shown a lot of what I've done to people, or online or not. I started cycling. That's what I did. Cycling 1 to 2 times a day, at least 4 to 6 times a week. That seems like a pretty strenuous schedule, but seeing as the route that I'm on only takes me about 20 or less minutes to do it, it's pretty good. I'm probably going to increase that over time to have me better cardiovascular lines, seeing as I've kind of put it out there that I want to model in the future. It's not like I have like some kind of stereotypical model body, but I'm pretty sure that I can model if I, first things first, shave this beard off every time it tries to grow, because I can grow a lot of hair, not just on my head. I don't know exactly how much artwork I will do the rest of the year, but I will do a good deal. It may be small, it may be big. I'm not really too sure. But I am fixated on getting my body in the right shape and doing what I feel that I need to do, no matter what that is. I said before that I was going to end up doing long videos. I'm looking at the time, and I'm pretty amazed that I'm actually still talking. And again, I've been an active talker. If you talk to me for a long period of time, you understand. This thing going on with my hair, or over the years, how I've always said, "Oh, I'm gonna do this with my hair. I'm gonna do that with my hair. Oh, I'm gonna grow my hair out this way or that way." This is pretty much a new style of hair that I'm doing now, shaving all around and keeping the top. Now it's to the point that I actually have to tie it up or do something with it. I did a couple of things to it recently. Definitely not getting dreadlocks because I really don't like having dreadlocks in my hair anymore. Having it natural, I may not have it natural for too long, but I have this style that I figured I'm gonna do after a while. So it'd be here on my head, but it'd be probably in a different way. The reason why I'm so fixated on hair, as opposed to not being fixated like the average typical guy that doesn't really care about their hair, is because when I was in high school, I used to be a part of the JROTC program, and in that place, I really could not grow hair. I had to keep it real low. They were expecting, "Oh, you passed the line, you gotta get it cut." Demerits. You've been in ROTC or JROTC or any military type program, you know exactly what demerits are. It's not really good. It prevents you from getting higher rank. And ever since I got out of that, ever since I left high school, got out of that program and lived life, I've got to the point where I've been through the wild man stage where I would actually grow hair just for the sake of growing hair, or grow hair because I can. I'm not balding. Why not? I've always had an obsession with hair, and thinking about it, I probably liked a lot of different females just because they had long hair. But they didn't just have long hair. I actually liked their personality at some point. But I grew my hair. It was kind of like a rebellion of like, oh, I couldn't grow it for so many years, so I'll grow it now. Now it's on the point where I can either grow it or don't grow it. But I just chose to grow it this time. Last time I really had hair on my hair, I think last year I had a mohawk. And then a couple of years ago I had dreadlocks. I put my hair in twists. Not too long ago. Took it out. Doesn't work with me. I mean, I probably could do it again, but no, I don't. That's not for me. That is not for me. I feel that I'm pretty eccentric about how I handle my lifestyle, how I'm portrayed. I'm probably going to end up being some type of guy that's branded for one thing or another. But as long as I can control it and know who I am down to earth wise, it'll be all good. I mean, I don't know who's going to see this video, who isn't going to see this video, or how anybody's going to look at how I say what I say in videos going forward. I think the next video that I will do will probably be based on artwork or some kind of art that I've done, or probably me going into applying for grants again in regards to art. I'm not really high about being applying for grants or low about applying for grants. I just don't consider it a focal point. When I used to consider it a focal point in regards to getting grants for artwork or writing or anything else, it was kind of a letdown because I knew I had the talent, but I didn't get picked based on my resume of what I've done in those areas. I'd say it like this: if you have the talent, you have ambition, pursue your goals no matter what it is, because you only have one life to live. You can die any second. You're not promised the next day. God allows you to live and breathe right now at this moment. God allows you to do many things that you do. You can either take hold to what you're going to do, or you can lose what you're going to do. You got to focus on what you think is best for you. That's what I do every day. My life is about serving God, being an asset to my family and friends, and hoping that the message that I convey can help anybody that sees me, no matter if you know me or not. If you can feel the vibration of my words and understand where I'm coming from, no matter what I'm talking about, then it's a good day. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, to be honest, you have to understand yourself first, because understanding me is not going to help you. You have to understand who you are, what you're about, what your ambition, and what you need to do. Yes, I am coming across like a public speaker, a motivational speaker. That's just how it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Either you do what you think is best for you positively, or negatively, you will be affected by how the world treats you based on the message that you convey. So every day should be a day of progress and in the direction of your goal, so that you can do what is best for you, your future, and anyone that is associated with you. Who you associate becomes who you are. And if you say it does not become who you are, then you are bound to be in the mess that comes after. I've stayed to myself for the most part and don't really get personal about things, because everyone has problems. Everybody doesn't solve problems the same exact way. Everybody doesn't do things the same exact way or try to figure out how to live life the same exact way. But if you try to get into the solution of solving your problems, then you are making steps in the right direction. I'm not perfection. I'm very flawed. I mean, I'm pretty sure, it hasn't been diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure that I have some kind of tidbit of OCD based on how I do certain things or how I keep things tight. I'm pretty much metrosexual for the most part, unless you count, growing a beard every so often, not metrosexual, then what am I, 50%? Um, I've been confused for being a Rastafarian because I had dreadlocks. I'm pretty sure I've been stereotyped based on me having dreadlocks at one point. Um, that's not who I am. I've been probably how can I say this? I've been misspeculated upon as being other races that I'm not, just because I act a certain way or I look a certain way. Keep this in mind, first and foremost. I do whatever I feel like doing, no matter who feels anything about it. No human can make me stop doing anything I feel that I need to do positively. Now, if I'm doing something negative or I'm doing something to hurt you or harm you, and I know about it, and you tell me about it, then that's a different thing. That's my issue that I have to settle with you. But in regards to how I handle myself on a regular basis, that's me. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm probably the opposite of almost everybody you know. I'm probably the most genuine person and the most loyal person if you actually have the pleasure of knowing me for a long period of time. I'm probably also pretty imposing. I don't really consider myself to be tall. I mean, I'm either I feel 5'11", even though I may be 6'2". I'm not really too sure. Those measurements are kind of odd to me. Maybe having like up and down days. He caught me on a day that I did yoga. I don't know. Either way, I command respect and I give respect. If I get respect back, I will respect you. I treat you how you treat me. I talk to people on a regular basis based on the level of word conveying or the level of status quo of how you talk to me. That's how I talk to you. I mean, if I say something that is above someone's head, or you think that I'm saying something because I'm trying to be something that I'm not, no, you don't know me. I'm saying things based on how I feel about things or how I feel that I need to say things to you so you can understand where I'm coming from. That's life. We all are trying to be understood by somebody, no matter if it's your mother, your father, your sister, brother. That's how life is. We always try to get understood by people. We get misinterpreted many times. I mean, confusion has led to the end of relationships and friendships a lot of the time. If we would all try to communicate with each other in a way that is positively affecting each other to do more, to be more, to educate ourselves, to do better in the world, then everything will be okay. Um, regards to politics, I can say this. I probably have been looked upon as a Democrat. I don't really have too much of a problem with Democrat, but I have way more problems with Republican. Um, I'm not one person to look at a person's status in life or money quota and think that I'm supposed to only cater to that person for that specific reason. At the end of the day, when we die, our skin colors all end up being the same color. When the skin is going, the flesh is going. We have hair coming out of our skulls, and we're all skulls. We're all the same person. I don't treat anybody of one money bracket different from another money bracket. I am me, and I'm real all the time. I'm like the new age of what a politician should be if you're really trying to make a difference, as opposed to trying to make a difference based on race, money, or corruptedness, as I can say. I have no feelings towards anything that any Republican or Democrat has to say, simply because based on what they have known and what they have been taught over the years and gone through what they have gone through, they can only speak from where they've come from. They can only speak from what they experience. If a Democrat experienced what a Republican experienced, or a Republican experienced what a Democrat experienced, I'm pretty sure that leads into one of those people end up becoming an independent. And I guess you can say I'm kind of an independent type guy. All in all, I'm going to say this much. If this United States could find a way to re-elect somebody that served 2 terms, and they can have like unlimited access to being the president, I'm pretty sure, no matter if you're young, older, in between. Bill Clinton would still be president to this day, no matter what. That's what would have happened. I'm pretty sure. I I don't have no problem with Obama. Obama makes the steps in the right direction. I do have a problem with Donald Trump because how can this world allow a man that is so full of hate, failed businesses, and basically a racist to just about every race that ever existed to be a presidential candidate? How is that even possible? I don't know. This man is allowed to be president, and this this whole United States is somewhat doomed. In one fashion or another, they're doomed. He's failed many things. He's got he's not even on TV anymore. The Apprentice, he got replaced on The Apprentice. He lost all this money over the years that people don't want to talk about too much, but yet you allow him to do what he does because no one has a problem with a dirty politician. Wow. It's almost as if it's like a godless world that does not really care about anybody that is hateful. If there was somebody that was just being positive all the time with no bad things that happen in their life, nothing to hinder them, even though their race doesn't hinder them, that would be the next president of the United States. Not even their sex hinders them. That would be the president of the United States, no matter if it's a he or she. Now, am I saying that the person is transgender? No, I'm not saying that. Because that's a whole different level that some people don't want to deal with. Life in general. I'm all about positivity. If you're about negativity, to be completely honest, I'm not really going to associate with you. There's a lot of times in the past where I have morphed how I thought about people cursing. If you came from a certain area, no matter if it's from the ghetto or if you came from the higher ups, the rich and famous, I don't think using curse words to convey an emotion is something that anyone is supposed to do. Like, you basically eliminate so many different words just to say a curse word. You spit out a thought rather than an emotion. You're emotionally disconnected when you say a curse word because you're saying it out of anger. There's no curse word that's ever said out of love. If you do say it out of love, this is some kind of weird, twisted type of love that you're doing with that person. We're more educated people than that. Like little kids. Little kids should never curse. They shouldn't hear curses whatsoever. Nobody should call a female out of her own upbringing. You're not supposed to call her a derogatory term and think that she's supposed to respond to you in a dignified way. Not saying neither of them are right. Cursing a guy, cursing female, or calling out a name, or female cursing a guy and calling him out a name. That's not right. But people do it every single day, no matter if it's music, life, just anything in general. That's a phone ringing. Will I answer it? I'm not really too sure. I don't think so. Because this video isn't finished. And I'm not editing this out. This is raw, baby. But in regards to how people portrays people in the limelight as opposed to how they really are, you have to look back in history and see that there are so many famous people and politicians that have done nasty things, and then the next moment they're forgiven for that. I love professional wrestling. I've seen so many people get forgiven for so many bad things they've done behind the scenes, exposing themselves. I'm not even going to elaborate on what that means. Exposing themselves online on accident, or a naked person on their profile in a public forum. If you're signed to WWE, no matter if it's a talent or Legends contract, you should not be doing such things. even down to TNA. If you're in TNA, you shouldn't be doing such things either. I mean, I don't know what's doing in TNA because TNA is not really, how can I say, it's not really mainstream the way it used to be mainstream. To the point that I don't think they have wellness policies. They only suspend somebody when they're unable to perform. When they show up there, but oh, you're drunk. Oh, you on drugs? Okay, we're not going to use you. Outside of that, they don't know anything about what you do. They don't know what kind of condition you are until you get there. It's almost like being at an indie show. A couple of years ago, there was a guy on an indie show that was famous in ECW that passed out backstage. That is unprofessional. And he passed out from being so drunk the night before and hungover on the day that he was supposed to wrestle. I'm not saying any names, but if you know the situation, you understand exactly where I'm coming from. Life, we all have problems, we all have issues, but if we don't ever try to solve those issues, nothing's ever going to happen the right way. Keep on reoccurring it over and over and over. I'm no philosopher or somebody to tell you what is right or wrong, but you know in your heart whether what you're doing is actually good or bad. You have a clue. If you didn't have a clue, you wouldn't keep on doing the same thing over and over. You would actually spiral into chaos to the point that you're in an insane asylum. Those are facts. It's not an opinion. So this has to be quite possibly the longest unedited video that I've done ever. But at least I conveyed a whole lot of different things in this video. Oh, one more thing. I see all these people saying that they come out of closet for this reason, or this is the reason that they come out. Or they do it because they feel that that is the time they're supposed to do it. No, this is not me coming out of the closet, because I am a heterosexual that loves females beyond belief. I can't even explain what I love about females to the point that I know how to explain it, but I save that for another day. Like when I get married, matter of fact, the engagement, I will convey that. When I get married, I will convey that. On a honeymoon, I will convey that. And every time afterwards, whenever it happens, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to structure it, but it's going to be some kind of status quo. Oh, this is when I say how I feel about this to this female that I actually married. But when people do videos on that, to be completely honest, your life privately is your life privately. If you want to put it in a public forum, that's because you want to put it in a public forum. No one can blackmail you to the point that you actually have to say what your sexuality is on video, on TV, or any other place, or a speech. You don't really have to do that, because initially in the mind, we don't automatically think whether somebody's gay or straight. I don't. I don't really think about whether somebody's gay or straight. It does not come to me. I may know whether that person is gay or straight. That person may tell me privately, but it's nothing I put out in a public forum. And I think that if we became more private, even if we're out in the open in the public eye, things would be a whole lot better. I mean, it would be a way lot better, because we can actually know what's the difference between business and personal, and have those two separated rather than put it together. And please, 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 I don't want anyone at all ever to tell me to watch Love and Hip Hop. Why did I say that? The reason is because Love and Hip Hop is a bunch of crap. Like literally, there's so many things going on in that show that pick a season, pick whatever place that they're at. Heck, even pick the Real World. I don't care about any of these reality shows. There's no reality show that happens that I actually care about. And that's because they're not being real with themselves. They're saying what they have to say at that time with the cameras on, so that they can get extra time to do whatever they have to do. You might as well call everybody in reality shows entertainers. I understand you know what sports entertainers are. You know what an entertainer in regards to a singer is, entertainer in regards to a dancer. But reality show people, you're also entertainers, whether you realize it or not. That's what you are. You may not like that I said that, but you know deep in your heart who you are and why you're called an entertainer. If you say anything you feel like you need to do, and you do anything you feel like you need to do at any point in time, as long as that camera is on, or you know somebody can put that on social media, like switch, do what you got to do. The next year when that contract comes up, I did this, and that from a crazy standpoint. People were watching, and that's why I want to be on the next season, and that's why I deserve more money. Facts. Those are pure facts. Think about it. It's entertaining. You're an entertainer. And while I do any more of these unconventional, like lack of subject title type videos again, more than likely, I said before that I will do more videos and it will be longer, and this is the start. I don't know what the next one will be, I guess whenever it comes to me, but it will happen again. The next video more than likely will have to do with art, probably a few other things, but mostly art. So this is it. Andre Levine. I'm like on so many different places that is ridiculous. I'm on About Me at about.me backslash Andre Levine. I'm on Instagram, instagram.com backslash Andre Levine. I'm on Twitter, twitter.com backslash Andre Levine. I'm on YouTube. Wherever this is posted, that's where I'm on Google Plus too, so I mean, it's not really hard to figure who I am. I'm pretty sure I probably got this same Jimi Hendrix t-shirt on in there because I've washed and washed and washed and rewashed this shirt so much that I'm probably sure that a lot of videos would have me wearing this. I do wash. I'm very clean. I actually smell like whatever I wash with, and it's not stinky. I think the soap I actually wash with is a coconut bar soap. So I'm fresh and clean all the time. Just so you know, I sweat a lot and I have to keep clean a lot based on my fitness activities. So this is the video. Peace out.